welcome to my knife channel and my everyday YouTube channel, I should say. It's about everything from knives to nature walks. And anyways, this is my review on the Ontario Rat 1. I bought this a little over a year ago, and it's part of one of my rotations I do. It's owned by Blue Ridge Knives, I believe. They got bought up from I think it was a year or two ago. I guess this one's an Aus. Yeah, it's an Aus 8. So, it's a nice knife. I got it in the OD green. I have another one I'll probably do a review on later. It's a SE Avispa. And Randall's Knife Adventure, as many knife people know, designed this blade. I like the jimping on it. Of course, there's probably a gajillion videos on this knife. The Rat 2 and the recent one they came out with is the Rat 1.5, which is in Magna Cut. So yeah, my views on Aus 8, it's not the greatest steel. Seems to hold an edge pretty good. I haven't really put a lot of wear and tear on this one. I have it as second-hand one. And I famously lent it to somebody and I never got it back. So I saw that they were having them on sale last year. So I picked up a couple of them. I got one in coyote white and I got another one in this color. Gave one away, so I kept this one. So yeah, I got two of these in OD green and I got a coyote color. That's what they sell it as, a coyote color. Coyote tan or something like that. But of course, the one I had that was secondhand was just better. And where I found that one was at a garage sale. I guess the guy, son was selling it because his father passed on. Found it in a tackle box, and this knife, checks all the boxes for that. It's a great EDC. And I like the fact that they still produce them, Blue Ridge Knives. But my only complaint with this knife was I like tip up, and I find that's handy to have when you're taking it out of your pocket and having it quickly deploy for what you need it for. So general cutting tasks, it's used as everything from I tend to food prep when I camp with it. Really good knife. Don't recommend it for hard use because that blade is pretty thin, but you could get away with doing light batoning with it if you had to. And it's not too heavy either. I think it's just under, I'm just going to see for a second here. And let's just weigh this. It is just under 5 ounces, 4.920. So just under 5 ounces. That's lighter than a Spyderco Shaman. It's a lot more economical. Of course, it's a lot more economical. I just had to pause the video because what I do when I weigh the knives, I have to put it on my coffee table because I do my knife reviews with a halo light on the side just to illuminate what I'm doing. So it's less taxing on my iPhone's light. I'm using my other iPhone for this video. But yeah, it's a really good knife if you're just into collecting knives. I find that I think it has bronze washers in it. I never tore it apart. I never taken it apart. I think it's got, I think these are T6s. I'm not sure. I just know that when I buy American pocket knives, they're usually in T8s, which is good. But I've found lately a lot of them are putting blue Loctite on them. So I'm glad. I think this one had a little bit of Loctite, but changing the clip position wasn't very hard. It was relatively easy. I don't know if knives shipped to the United States are in tip-up carry configuration, but all my Ontario rat knives were shipped that way. And then my SE Avispa, I believe, was shipped that way as well. Maybe it's just a knife restriction, but so OS8, as everybody knows, it's an easy steel to touch up. It holds an edge fairly decent, but I don't recommend this for prolonged hard use. I think you could make pretty good feather sticks with it. I tend to use my SE4 for that, and my SE Azula, they're in 1095. I use my SE4 for a lot of hard use, and I have a Bradford Guardian I'll do a review on sometime. It's an N690, and that's a really good steel for hard use cutting. They claim it'll cut through wire and stuff like that. I'm not doubting it. I have a Spyderco Stretch XL. It's a serrated blade, and I used it to cut fence with it. I had nothing else with me, and I had to remove some fence that was torn apart from wisteria, this plant that was taking over the fence. Anyways, I had to cut this wire webbing fence material with it, and it did a wonderful job. And that's the advantage serrated blades have over plain edge blades. So yeah, I'll do a video on that sometime. My comments about that knife. But this is a good knife overall for everyday carry. I prefer to have a larger one because the Rat 2, you know, it's okay, but I like the larger Rat. And the 1.5, I just didn't pull the trigger on it because I heard some people say that they went to make feather sticks with it and the edge rolled. Not that I do that with my knives, but if I was to, I wouldn't want that. With that, I'm done with that review on this.